The things I'm going to cover in this short video are: how do you know when a hypo is coming on? How much sugar should you eat to recover from a hypo? And how long does it take to recover? Hypos do tend to come out of nowhere, and so you might find yourself wondering for a few minutes whether you've got one coming on. The symptoms can be quite faint at first, and then there are other occasions where they come on really, really quickly, and that's all to do with the factors that are going on in the background. But when you do have a hypo, you will feel a number of really key symptoms in general. You'll feel shaky, you'll feel weak, your limbs will feel different, they'll feel heavy, they just won't feel quite normal. And you might have some other things where you're just a bit unfocused, you feel odd, and that again is to do with the speed with which the hypo is happening and also your general physiology. It is worth pointing out that the hypo symptoms that one person experiences are different to another. And some people are really unfortunate and their hypo symptoms are very faint and hard to feel. To recover from a hypo, you do need to have sugar quickly, but you don't need too much. And again, this is a really individual thing. So the guidance that I'm going to give here is really guidance that applies to me, and I'm sure other people will be a little bit different. But I do think this is kind of useful rule of thumb. I find a small carton of juice is certainly sufficient. Sometimes it'll be more like 2/3 of the juice, so that's a 150ml carton. Commonly, I eat soft sweets, so fruit pastels, or these are jelly sweets that I'm showing here, and I've got 7 jelly sweets in my hand here, which is usually plenty to get me through a hypo. The time it takes to recover from a hypo can vary, but in general, it's a fairly short amount of time. In my experience, it's about 10 minutes. And I'm showing a few clips here of some of my Freestyle Libre data cuts, which just show you kind of where the hypos happened. You can see the red at the bottom signifies that I'm in hypo. But then you can see that the graph very quickly shoots back up, and that's when I've taken the sugar. It's going into my body really quickly. So for me, it's about 10 minutes, and during that time, I just sit still and wait for things to happen. I hope you found those bits of information about hypos useful and helpful. I'm Sarah, I'm the Able Diabetic. Check me out on YouTube and on my website. Thanks very much.